I'm Margaret Viola. In 2011, I received the Tom Hudner Scholarship of Honor. At the time, I was in East Africa, actually teaching and also volunteering at the international airport there because I spoke English and had an interest. It turned out that I could be useful in some ways, and it was just starting to occur to me that aviation and aerospace was what I really wanted to pursue for my career. Like, if I was finding myself at this airport in East Africa, of all places, I knew that I would be drawn to the airport no matter where I went. And so I had contacted some of my mentor friends at EAA and asked for advice or what to do, and specifically, if there were scholarships available to help me pursue my pilot's license on returning to the U.S. Again, teaching in East Africa, having on a complete volunteer salary, which is to say no salary, just out of college, this thinking about pursuing flight training seemed like the most far-fetched thing imaginable at the time. So I applied and then heard back a little bit later and was just thrilled. And it just seemed like a sign that I was on the right track and that pursuing this really crazy, far-fetched thing was the right thing that I needed to be doing. Yeah, I went to work immediately on putting the scholarship to use, getting my private pilot's license, and I pursued flight training at the time as if it were my job. I mean, I was at the airport for 8 to 10 hours a day, flying, and when not flying, like completing the ground school component. So I ended up getting my license pretty quickly, I think in less than 6 weeks. I had spent a little over 3 years in the spaceship company, which is based in the very rural Mojave Desert near Edwards Air Force Base, where the space shuttle used to land. The sound barrier was broken for the first time. So famous place for aviation, but incredibly rural. Again, out of the blue, I heard about a position with this new innovation lab that Airbus Group, famous for making the A380, the A320, these large commercial airliners, and a big aerospace conglomerate of defense and space and helicopters and airplanes in Europe, wanted to take advantage of the synergy that happens in Silicon Valley in the tech world and prepare themselves for the 21st century and aviation in this new age by starting up a lab there. And so the job that I now do is serving as a project manager on one of the projects within this new innovation lab. I think that the timing of that scholarship was especially important for me because I was living in, the world's #1 failed state, right? Somalia. Money has a totally different meaning when you're living there. And on top of this, aviation seems like such a far-fetched, unreachable thing to do. I think for most people, there's the airport fence, and then there's also just the expense of it when you dig into it. And so I think for those two reasons, it felt like if I could just get any scholarship, any sign of support, that this wasn't totally crazy, that this is really what I should be doing, that would be enough. And I would just figure out how to make it happen the rest of the way on my own. So, I think the Thomas Hudner Scholarship between you and I could have been $20. And it still would have said to me, somebody believes in you and believes that this dream is worth all of the energy that you want to put into it. Go for it. So it's not, I think it's just that the foundation offers a much greater purpose and story, to go with, an amount of money. Scholarships help in college, but I think you're a little farther removed from any kind of grant funding or support you get to handle the big tuition bill. When it's coming from this foundation, I think there's a cool resonant energy that goes with it. I always enjoy the updates and keeping in touch with it and reading about new scholarship recipients and their amazing accomplishments. So you do inspiring work.